Hi, Todd Winty here with Path to Progress for June 5th, 2026, day before the anniversary of D-Day. It's a heavy day on my mind. Thinking a little bit about the rules and about some of the rules that I may have talked about before, but I want to talk about again, especially in light of how things are going for me. That's what I do. The rules are for me, and these videos are kind of for me too, because they're ways that I get an opportunity and take the time to really kind of understand where I'm at and what's going on and what directions I need to be going in. One of the rules that I'm thinking about and that I've been thinking about a lot is the rule of make things better, not worse. And sometimes making things better means making things worse. And bear with me while I talk about that for just a second. I'm thinking about a situation where recently I've been working on a project in my office. Now, my office is a tiny space. I recorded some videos in my office in the past, and so some of you may have seen my office. You know, my office is a tiny space. Don't have much space. Got a lot of stuff in my office. I'm trying to make that better. I'm trying to make it so that my office is more efficient and more representative of the things that I'm trying to work on, and less cluttered. In order to do that, I bought a cabinet that will allow me to move some things around and put some things in a place that'll work out a little bit better, stack things a little more efficiently in one of the closets. And in the process of trying to work with that, I had to pull everything out of the closet. And so now it's even more cluttered. I have literally a little walkway where I can go boop, 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 turn around and then sit in my chair. And then I have to spin the chair. Boop, 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 boop. That's all I can do is walk out. And so I have made things worse in the efforts of making things better. But very often that's the way things kind of are. In order to make things better, I recognize that frequently it seems like in the short term, I'm making things worse. Likewise, in the short term, when we ignore problems, when we ignore situations that need to be addressed, that need to be dealt with, sometimes we're making things better, or sometimes we're making things much, much worse. So we think, sometimes I'm making things much, much worse, though I think I'm making them better. Likewise, going in on a situation and just, launching a firebomb at everything and, burning it all to the ground to say, well, we're going to start over so that we can make things better. That's not really making things better either. It's a dance. And being able to dance between those 2 points, making things better, making things worse, requires constant vigilance and constant attention. That's what I'm doing right now, is trying to figure out, how am I making things better? How am I making things worse? And am I making things better when I'm really making things worse, and vice versa? It's a lot on my mind. I don't have an easy answer today. I'm about to go and do something that I think makes things better. Hopefully it does. And we'll see how it goes. And then when I'm done, I'll get back in the mobile office and head off to the next thing and try and make things better. And that's what I do. And hopefully that makes a difference. For those of you that are watching, I hope they're all 5 of you, or I think there's 8 of you actually now that are watching these regularly. Thank you for the 8 of you. Bring somebody along. Let's see if we can get 16. I'd love to see this channel grow just a little bit more and have a few more people join us on the path to progress as we talk about how we make progress in our lives, what kinds of things we have to do to balance that and make it work. But I'm closing in on 4 minutes. My kids keep reminding me, Dad, you talk too much. So I'm going to talk less. I'm going to just say, I hope this is a good one. If it's not, come back next time and I'll have more for you. In the meantime, this has been The Path to Progress. My name is Todd Winty. Nulum Diem. We'll see you next time.